depot in the bay.
Give me some gas.
Oregon is
What's going on? Just waiting for my stream to show up here. There it is. We'll give a few minutes for anybody to show up that might want to watch this awesome video. While we listen to this beat, we'll show off this sweet coin. Where's the camera at on this thing today? Focus. The edge has lettering. It's not a reeded edge. It's a Russian coin. What I can read is 10. And this is a rubles, 10 rubles, and it's from 1899. And it's gold. It's gold, baby. Yeah, there's cardboard in the garage. It's a garage. It's all good. Sorry it's so close up, guys. I wanted to have my better camera so we can get more close-ups of this guy. Because it's going to be pretty sweet. Like I said, we got lettered edge, which is pretty cool. Welcome, guys. All right, we'll turn that off. So a little bit about this coin. It is 90% gold. It is 8.6 grams. It is 0.248 ounces, which calculates out today to $468.05 of melt value. That's just the value of the metal alone. There's a little more value to the fact that it's a nice looking 121-year-old coin. So that adds a little value. But the fact that we're gonna basically punch a hole in the center of it and turn it into a coin ring, you lose that collectability value. So if you paid $500 for this, you'd be fine because you're just paying about $40 more than what you can sell this metal back for. But if you paid any more than that, you're paying like a collector's premium. So that little value will be lost. But the good thing is, once we punch this center out, it's going to be sent back to the owner of this coin. And the owner of this coin wanted to be anonymous. So unless he or she wants to reveal themselves, this is for somebody that is anonymous right now. But if that person wants, once I punch that center out of here, I could take it to my local dealer and we could sell that. You can have that cash. Otherwise, you can keep it for your safe keepings or sell it on your own when you feel the time is right. We'll weigh up the hole once we're done, but we're going to go with a, I believe it's a 5/8 inch that I picked out. Nope, 7/16 punch. This is going to be a smaller size ring. It's going to be a size 5.5. I was sent this awesome size piece, which is 5.5 from the buyer. Let me kind of open up my stream here so I can see you guys. What's up, Mama Pat? Channelize it. Dr. Fell, Christy, Dan, welcome you guys. So we're going with 5.5. It's going to be a pinky ring. I wonder what size my pinky is. My pinky's a little bigger. So it's going to be about that big when we're done, which isn't too big. It's a pretty small ring for a pretty sweet finger. It's going to be gold pinky ring. So we're going to use a self-leveling, a self-centering punch from my buddy Jason with Jason's Works. Let me go ahead and move this down so we can see. Yeah, Mac is barking at things and stuff. I gave him a shave today. I gave him a haircut. He looks pretty sweet. All right, so I need to focus a little bit here. So we're gonna have the $18.99, the date facing outward. This side has a bunch of wording, which is pretty cool. That'll be on the inside, but we're basically just gonna stamp that dude's face out of it. We're gonna leave enough meat on this to where it's gonna still be a sweet coin ring with enough thickness to it. So I'm going to put this in here like so. And as I twist it on, it's just going to get pushed up against this, this top, and that'll center it itself, which is a great thing. I have agreed with the owner of this coin that if anything were to happen, that I would not be held responsible, because when it comes to things like this, you never know what could happen. We're talking about a 121-year-old coin. It could have been dug out of the ground. It could have been dug out of the ocean. It's gold. You never know. Elements don't affect gold. So you never know where it's been, what it's been through. But hopefully we have no issues with this guy. And this should be absolutely sweet. So yeah, let's go. Let's do this. We're going to go over here. I'm going to pound it out. That's what she said. Right over here. If you have headphones on or anything, it'll get loud for just a second as I'm hitting this out. So plug your ears. That was very easy. This is what we're left with. Doesn't look like much, but it's probably 150, 200 bucks for that little centerpiece. And we've got a nice center punch. We're gonna pop this out. Set that right there for now. All right. Looks good. So that is going to be what we see when we do this. This will be the outside. It's pretty tough to see just because it's so shiny and bright. But we're going to need to clean this inside out. Let's see how much the center weighs, just out of curiosity. 2.1 grams. So if I go to silver recycler, silverrecycler.com, you can plug in the quantity, what you have. So gold scrap melt value, it takes today's value, which is $1,877 an ounce. Let's put this in here. Select grams. We'll go with grams. We'll go with US currency. We'll go with, it wants carats, which we're not dealing in carats really. We're dealing in percentage, which is about 22%. 22% is 91.7%. We're dealing with 90%, so that's about the closest. The weight is 2.1 grams. Calculate that out. So that little tiny piece, what's the value? What's the value? What's the value? It's taking forever. Calculate it. It is taking forever. $116.21. That's $116.21 worth of gold. It's just left over. So let's back this up real quick so we don't lose it. Something like this could easily get swept off the table and forgotten about. So we'll double bag this for the customer and send that back along with that. So that's going back. So now we got the fun part. We got this guy. We got this thing with a hole in it. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to be working over here for the most part. I need to clean this hole out because it's a little rough right now. It's got some, it's basically was just pressed out. So I want to make that nice and soft. And I'm going to do that using this Dremel. 90% gold is pretty soft. It's pretty consistent with silver, how silver is. The pure gold and pure silver is a lot softer, but this has a little bit of what they call clad metals. So those will make it a little more durable over time, meaning it won't like ding as easily or scratch as easily. What's up, Janie? Tree surgeon, what's going down? Just making sure we sanded this down enough. Looks like there's a spot right there. I'm trying to hit. Yeah, gold's always going to be needed. Same with copper and silver. That's why they are collected and considered commodities. They'll be needed forever for mostly electronics. NASA uses a lot of gold. All right. I think we're looking good. taking this a little slower than I do my other rings just because we want this to be, it's kind of like one of those things where if it doesn't work the first time, I'm probably not going to get a second chance. So we're going to make this work the first time. All right, there's nothing left to do but do it. So now that center hole is nice and shiny, there's no scuff marks. We're ready to rock. So let me just get my dies ready. Probably just need to use this one, 17 degree. This might be the only one we need to use. Maybe have to use that guy. All right. Let's do this. So I'm going to heat it up first. Dip it in the water. Now we're going to do our first fold. Make sure our date is facing outward, which it is. I'm going to use this smaller cone. We're going to go over here. I'll be doing it right here. Looks really cool in there because you can kind of see the letterings on the edge. You can see the edge lettering a lot better. So it's not a reeded edge, it's a lettered, worded edge. I don't know what it says, but it's pretty cool looking. All right. So that's as far as I can go in that step. So this is where we are. You got the bumper sticker. Oh, you ordered one? That's nice. It's a little wonky. It's not flat. It's very wonky right now. So hopefully that's something we can fix. That would be important. Meaning it's just not sitting flat. Sits super crooked. All right. This is where we're at. You get 10 of them? That's awesome. I never get notified when that stuff sells. That's crazy. That's awesome, though. All right. So, put this stuff back. I'm not going to need that for a few minutes. Goes away. Give me a second to breathe here because I need to take a second to measure this thing up, see how far we got to stretch it. So we're going to have to take it to the ring stretcher, which is going to probably make it a little more wonky. But we'll be able to overstretch it and then reduce it. And when we reduce it, hopefully we'll fix this this waviness that's going on. Because right now it's super wavy, what I call wonky. So this is where shit could go down. We're very thin. It's a very thin coin. Not a lot of metal there to deal with. So during the stretching process, this is where stuff could go down. So we're going to take our time. We're going to be doing that right over here on the ring stretcher. Give me 1 second to heat this thing up again, get the metal a little more soft and ready to go. Yeah, steady those hands. Into the water. All right, guys, wish me luck. Or don't, depending on how you want this to go. Take a little paper to shop towel to protect the detail of the inside of this coin. All right, here we go. I'm going to take it really slow. Sorry about the shaking. So far we're looking good. No splits or cracks. See where that put us on size. We only raised it about a 3/4 of a size, so we still have a ways to go here. I'm just taking this super slow. I do not want this to split or crack. We don't want far to stretch. The wonk is still strong. The wonk is hard on this one. Okay, breathe. We're gonna heat this up again. Just one deep breath, little piece. Just one deep one, then you don't need to breathe anymore. I'm the one that needs to breathe. You're fine. You're good. I'm the one that forgets to breathe while I'm doing this stuff. I'm just kidding. So we stretched it out. I think we're good. I think we should be sitting about a 6.5 or 6.5. So now I need to reduce it. The question is, should I stretch it a little tad more and then reduce it? I don't think that'll make a difference. Jazz M, I can check it out later. You can email me at lukescoinart@gmail.com and I can definitely look that up. So this is where we're at. Our end goal is a 5.5. We're sitting at about a 6.25, 6.5. We've got the wonkiness kind of went away a little bit. You can see by looking at it on a flat surface, it's not as wonky. So that's good. Is that a spider over my head? Probably is. There's a bunch of crazy spiders up here, especially up there. It's a death trap. All right, guys. So now we're going to reduce it and shape it, because right now it looks non-ring like. Looks like crap. So we're going to make it look badass. So I'm going to wrap it on my lappet with some Teflon tape. I'm going to wrap it on my lappet with some Teflon tape. This will protect the detail of the outside of the ring. I'm going to give it a bunch of wraps because, to be honest with you, I don't even know if this will fit through a Swedish die. Let's see if it'll fit. It's going to be close. I have to be a little crazy with it. Go with this guy. Go with this guy right here. All right, so we're going to basically put it in this die, which is also my buddy Jason's from Jason Works. Makes amazing coin tools. jasonsworks.com. So it's a 11-degree die, I believe. We're going to put it in with the lettered/reeded side up. We're going to make it so it's not so slanted. We're going to kind of flatten this top out by putting it in here bigger side up. It's just going to reduce that lettered edge just a tiny bit. We're going to do that right here. Wow. All right. Let's do this. The lettered edge should be fine because they're innie letters. They're not outie letters, so there's nothing really I could push in, but I'm still going to protect that edge. This should also fix the wonk. Go to the next size push rod down. And I'm just going to push it a little bit more through. Let's see where that puts us. Hopefully it's not too small. So you can see it's no longer so wide on the top. It's a little more ring looking. And the wonk is still a little bit there. But we can fix that. We can fix that wonky. Let's see what it did size-wise. See if it reduced it too much, because that's my only issue, is if I pressed it too far, we reduced it too much. Let's take this tape off. We're good. We're still sitting a little bit big, which is perfect. We're sitting at a 6 right now. So I'm going to work on this wonk, because it's sitting just a tiny bit wonky right now. Just a tiny bit. You could see a little bit of sunshine coming through the bottom of this at points. So I'm basically just going to press it in between two plates. And that should fix it. By theory. Looks good. So we are no longer wonky. We're flat all the way around. Sorry about the so now we shape it. And it feels like there's going to be, I've never made one of these, so I don't know how far I have to reduce it. So I'm going to kind of go probably smaller than I need, or a little lighter than I need to. But now we're going to shape the outside. We're going to basically round it off, make it look like a ring. So I'm going to heat it again. Sorry if I sound totally confused, guys. I am totally confused. I got dopey on my thing. My buddy gave me that. Okay. So now you see which die I'm going to be able to use. Probably this little guy. Yep. And all right. I'm going to wrap it in some Teflon tape again on my lap. It's just where my lap is clean of debris. Any kind of metal or fragments that could get stuck to this tape could get pressed into this metal. So you just want to make sure, do it on a clean surface. We'll give it a bunch of wraps so that it's nice and secure. And then I'm going to start by pressing the bigger side down, but I want to first look and see how big that gap is right there on the smaller side. So that gap right there, it's about 1/4 inch maybe. I'm going to press the bigger side down to where there's a 1/4 inch gap. That'll tell me that the outside of the ring is the right size on each side, but it won't exactly tell me if it's the right shape at that point. Then I'll have to test it and see if we need to go any smaller. I'm actually going to use a different die because this one just barely fits in here. I want to make sure that we're safe. probably not going to do me any good. We're just going to have to see what happens here. Should be fine. All right, here we go. So just by pressing it down that little bit, I reduce this one side size. See where that puts us? Puts us right at a 5 1/4. There's going to be a good amount of not really reed, but worded side that I need to take off of there because this part hasn't been manipulated yet or stretched or anything, so it's a lot thicker than this side. So I'm going to be able to push this down just a tad bit more on each side, which will give me a little bit more room to work with as well. So I'm going to first reduce the lettered side, and I'm just going to go a tiny bit, like a tiny bit. Do the same to the other side. Tiny bit. Perfect. We're sitting just under a size 5. So now we can take this off and just make sure that the look is good. It looks like a ring. It resembles a ring, which is a good goal. It's a good goal to have. Now we're going to make it pretty and make it sized right. So I'm going to take off a little bit of gold. It's not going to be enough to like make a difference in any way. I will do it separate so I can actually like save the little bit and send it back to you, but I don't think it's going to be anything to write home about. A little bit of shavings. It's a pinky ring little piece. Let's see what that did size-wise. Sitting just shy of a 5 1/2. Can you hear the dogs? It's hard to hold on to this thing, it's so tiny. My fat thumb is in the way. Alright, reed should be good. Let's see where we are size-wise. We're sitting just shy of 5 1/2. Once I sand this down, it should be good. So now we need to make this thing look sick. So now I need to sand the shiny edge on the top, which I just deburred right next to the lettered edge. And we need to sand off this cut side and make it look round, so it doesn't look so rough. And the good news is there's no reticulation, which is when sometimes you do gold rings, you get a lot of bubbling and whatnot in the metal. There is none of that. What you guys are talking about in chat, you guys are crazy. So yeah, none of the issues that I thought could happen with this ring happened. So that's beautiful. Turned out really nice. We're gonna make it even nicer from here. I'm gonna try to give it a patina. I don't even know if the solution I use can give it a patina. It's kind of hard to mess with gold. But if not, we'll just make it really shiny and pretty. A little more sandpaper. You guys are really close. You guys are super close. Oh, fuck. Basically, doing my nails. Get my nails did. I think it's reticulation. I don't have to deal with it too much, so I might have the wording wrong. But yeah, reticulation is just when my last gold ring that I did, it had some of those issues where it just bubbles up, either from there's a spider in my beard. Trust me, when my beard hair moves just the tiniest bit, I feel it. Honestly, I don't know, tree surgeon, if it's the same process. Beard, a white beard, I could do that like Santa Claus. I'm gonna keep growing it because I figure I might as well get something accomplished during this COVID crisis. Just see how long I can grow my beard out. Seems like got another year or so of growth now, because they're not gonna open anything soon. I could do white. I could flock it. Just for you, Day. Dog wants out. Dog wants to come in here. This is pretty. Hold on, buddy. I'm gonna be coming in a second and I'll get you. Because we gotta give this thing a sweet patina. See if we can give it a patina. If not, we're gonna shine it up. Donating it to the beardless. I like that. I don't think anybody would want my beard on their head. All right. Pretty sick. So right now, this is what it looks like. Got the date. And that that stuff, you know, the stuff. There's our lettered edge, which is pretty damn sweet. And then all the inside detail. Let's see if this thing will patina up for us. Kind of clean up a little bit here. You guys are all well. Hope everyone's doing good, getting through this these crazy times. All right. Let's see if gold works with this stuff. Nah, doesn't even really do anything. You can't even see a difference. Dipped in. So we're just going to shine it up. So we're just going to polish it up beautifully real quick. Thanks, Mom Pat. All right. Give it another steel wool hit, and we'll take it to the polisher. And we'll see how shiny we can get it instead. Yeah, non-reactive. That's why I didn't think it would really do anything. But we'll make it pretty. All right, going to polishing wheel. I'm not even gonna worry about the inside. Well, we'll give it a quick hit. But I don't think it's going to really make much of a difference. Can't even get it in there. Turns off when I get it in. There we go. Good enough. That's what she said, right, Shanna? All right, now let's polish this thing up. Actually, this polish might give it a little patina. See if I can get something here to get some focus. It's hard to focus on shiny stuff, especially when there's a shadow. Come on, baby. I can't get it to shine. I can't get it to focus. It's so shiny. I think I might just have to take pictures of it. Post those on Instagram, Facebook. I could probably swap out the main photo of this thing. But yeah, I can't capture the great look from here, but I will take some good photos and get them posted. Luke's Coin Art is all my social media. Luke's Coin Art. Instagram, it's one word, Luke's Coin Art. That's where these pictures will probably be first. If you want to check them out. Turned out really nice. It's a beaut. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Sorry I can't get an awesome focus. Let me see if I turn this around. If maybe it'll like to focus better. And then the inside detail, which will probably be easier to see in a photo. But there we go, guys. It's gold. See the rim? See the rim again? It's in Russian, so it's hard to make out, but I'll get good pics where it is easy to make out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys coming along, checking this bad boy out. Turned out sweet. Thanks again. Later.